Hello everyone and now welcome to a new game, a new day, and new patch game. Or new game patch? Mm, no, you know what? Didn't really think of that intro very clearly. But anyways, first game of a new patch. We'll see what's going down here. This game is Sock versus Moon. Here we have Sock spawning as the blue Night Elf player over here on the bottom right-hand side of the map. And well, let's if I switch that over, there we go. Nope. All right, so this is one of the few times I think Pad had actually fixed a lot of the issues with the overlay, but I think this is the first time I've seen like left and right to not be uh, loaded properly. Like Razor Moon is on the top left-hand side of the map, but he's actually left-hand side on the map, but he's actually on the right up here. So I don't know if Pad watches these replays, these casts, or if anyone who knows Pad, but let him know and see if that can be addressed and fixed. Anyways, let's go ahead, jump into this game. Orc versus Night Elf here on Tide Hunters. The road to Masters, Crota Warcraft 3 Champions begins. Yes, well, I actually think this might be a NetEase game, considering that Sock is playing here. But yeah, no, a lot of fun. Thank you for tuning in, everyone. However you may be listening or watching, I just gotta say thank you. It's been an absolute blast. Covering Warcraft 3 for these past 10 plus years, going into the games, watching other commentators come and go. I still get suggestions to watch some of Chump Eska's videos and Stonebreak Kids. So names that I will not forget. Ancient of War actually a bit too far away. Archer unable to get any damage off as that Archer is, or as the Ancient of War just taking damage without really dishing anything back here. This could be a problem as the Ancient of War down to 400 hit points. May need to eat some more trees. We'll see what's going to come down here as we're looking at one tree ant not able to really easily join in on this fight. Force Troll Berserker is going to easily get cleaned up by these tree ants here as the Ancient of War going to replenish himself, eat some more trees, and then perhaps root itself. Hey, new map hype. Yep, this is a new map hype. Tide Hunters, we're looking at, well, Gloves of Haste down here as we are already on the move. Thank you. Hey, Red Warrior, how are you doing? Let's go ahead, take a look at where everything's going. As we're looking at the Farseer going up against, well, Farseer with two Spirit Wolves trying to go ahead and take down this Archer. Thanks for your reply again. I started watching those games meanwhile. Oh, that great. Anyways, let's go ahead and come back around. We're looking at the Farseer putting in pressure. Oh, Wisp does get taken down. Sock unable to use those the Moonwell quickly and effectively enough, as we are going to be looking at one wolf getting taken down here, wanting to deny that experience, resummoning those wolves as we're looking at the tree ant about to get taken down as well. More archers are getting trained, and we're looking at, well, FpXy really going for headhunters in this battle. So Farseer headhunter has become a little bit more common, but I am going to expect to see Sokka go for level 2 entangle when the time comes. This is the key moment. While your opponent's Keeper of the Grove is still at level 1, you cannot entangle your opponent's headhunters yet. Headhunters, remember, only have 375 hit points, so they are easily taken out with an entangle and a couple rounds of focus fire. Without access to any purge or dispel, well, that becomes a really big issue. All right, we're looking at that Farseer. Oh, beautiful timing, running back this tree ant all the way back there. Meanwhile, the archers are still trying to retreat back again. Are we going to see a walk up onto the high ground? Yes, we are. In comes a Treant. That's a little bit free experience right there, as the Farseer gets up to 45 experience now. Keeper of the Grove, still 16 experience. 16 experience shy. Was Tide Hunters an updated TR version, by the way? Or a coincidence about similar layout? Layout is not similar at all. The positioning, I'm still learning much of what's going on here, but a lot of early action between FpXy and Sock as this massive archer army. And now, well, we are looking at a level 2 Keeper of the Grove who should easily be able to put pressure onto those headhunters, as headhunters, once they are entangled, will take large amounts of damage and become just a giant pin cushion. Here we are, Snapper going to get taken out. 2 giant sea turtles, a 5/4/4 creep camp. This will easily give the Farseer level 2, and it looks like that will be the case. Farseer will get to level 2 here, as we're looking at Sock looking to just try and get to level 3. Haven before? Ah, there you are. I see the tortoise. Okay, so I was like, oh wait, and from Todd's Mapmaker episode. Yep, there we are. So we're looking at the Keeper of the Grove now with a Pendant of Energy, which is gonna mean a lot more mana and entangles. All right. I guess it does look like a turtle swimming, right? So instead of just its feet normally out, this is the feet in the back now. I guess it's actually like kicking through itself through water. Keeper of the Grove, does he go for level 2 Entangle? That's what I wanted to keep track of. Does Sock want to be able to just shut down all of these mass headhunters as the Tauren Chieftain is going to be making its way out? All right. Tauren Chieftain with Endurance Aura, most likely, yes, it is going to be level 2 Entangle. And, well, now it's going to be a rush towards trying to get that Spirit Lodge. Keeper of the Grove, however, not using a Treants to try and put pressure onto that Spirit Lodge. So Purge is going to be easily accessible here by FpXy. Are we still looking at more barracks getting trained up? But we are going into tier 3. In comes the Keeper of the Grove. You're already level 3 here as the, well, dire wolves with their critical strikes able to deal so much damage. Keeper of the Grove looking to get it off in an entangle, getting some more damage onto that headhunter there. Headhunter already down to 126 hit points. Is it going to end up getting taken down? 47, 27, and denied. All right, there is that denial right there. Level 2 Entangle, very potent at shutting down the headhunters. But FpXy, well, apparently knowing the strategy, also knowing that he needs to go to tier 3 for that extra 100 hit points on those berserkers. That extra 100 hit points makes a very big difference. Also, shamans with Purge to try and shut down Entangle and those treants. Demon Hunter now out and about as well. He's going to be creeping out this 744 creep camp. Always an interesting spot here, in my opinion. Clearing out this 744 creep camp, the Gargantuan Sea Turtle actually deals the most amount of damage. And as the giant sea turtles are, well, the giant sea turtles have medium armor, meaning that all of the piercing damage here is actually very much limited. Coming back around, Keeper of the Grove still trying to get in a little bit more harassment. Tauren Chieftain does have Stomp, as we're looking at 39 supply compared to 35. So they were implemented, meanwhile, awesome. But it's ESL and GW map goal, same with Autumn Leaves. Yeah, I think this is... I think this is actually on NetEase. So to have Tide Hunters here on NetEase would actually be, well, a great shake-up in terms of the competitive play, as we're looking at the Tauren Chieftain now make its way after the Forest Troll High Priest. Your cast with TGW and Death Note was unbelievably cool. Alex, I'm glad you like it. Thank the community for still making such great games. Thanks for Metaphysics, Warcraft 3 info, for even setting up that website. A lot of time and energy goes into, well, just being able to get replays. And yeah, and that's really what's keeping this community going. All of these grassroots efforts and keeping this game going. All right, we're looking at a Gargantuan Sea Turtle absorbing a bunch of damage here. Already at level 3 on the far side. Tauren Chieftain just got to level 2, wants to get to level 3. I believe it may be just a little bit shy. 744, maybe just a little bit shy, trying to get to level 3. Meanwhile, we do have a Wand of Mana Stealing on that Tauren Chieftain, which means, well, it's going to be able to get in a couple more stomps, but it will be going up against already a level 3 Demon Hunter. All right, there you are, level 2 Tauren Chieftain, almost level 3 as I thought it would be. Just needs a Renegade Wizard or a little bit more experience. We see some Skeletal Orcs joining in on the fight here. And that's interesting. Skeletal Orcs are considered undead, so you could use as a human player Paladin to try and holy light those units if you wanted to in fact nuke them down. All right, Lightning Shield unit being pulled back. Tauren in that front line. Interesting unit combination by FpXy, going for 2 Tauren Headhunters. Berserker upgrade is now getting finished off here, but I don't believe he knows about Sock's, well, I do not believe he knows about Sock's expansion. All right, Sock currently sitting at 46 over 60 supply. Expansion about to start paying for itself, and that, my friends, is going to be a problem. Sock is going to be able to start building up a larger and larger army, and once Night Elf gets that economic advantage, over orc, well, and especially if the opponent doesn't know about it, well, you can easily miscalculate. And well, yeah, you can easily miscalculate. We are looking at the Keeper of the Grove, now alongside the Priestess of the Moon and Demon Hunter. No Orb of Venom. That comes as a shocker to me as well. Normally, the Priestess of the Moon would already be bringing in an Orb of Venom. No, maybe it's still on cooldown since the Keeper of the Grove has it. And the Keeper of the Grove here, well, this is a telltale sign of a new map. Players are still wandering around a little bit, setting up expansions, and the two armies are just not running into each other. The reason they're not running into each other is because, well, they don't know the creep patterns and the specific styles across the board. We are looking at bloodlusted Taurens with shamans with mastery training here. Keeper of the Grove is still back here. We see a quick entangle there once more. Is this one peon just going to get taken out? Not denied. The treants are now making their way back over, but we're looking at the Tauren Chieftain sitting at level 3. Meanwhile, the Farseer is already at level 4. Bloodlusted Tauren do deal large amounts of damage. They attack very, very quickly, get into position very fast, and now that we are going to be getting level 2 Endurance Aura here as well, well, I am curious as to how much damage the Berserkers will be doing momentarily. Meanwhile, we are looking at level 3, level 1 Priestess of the Moon does not have an Orb of Venom yet, and we're still looking at where these units are perhaps going to be traveling to next. All right, Granite Golem off to the north here alongside, well, a dead creep. I forgot to click on them in time. I believe they're level 5 or are they level 6? Granite Golem going to get taken down. Tome of Knowledge being dropped there. 1 to every single stat as all of the units retreat back. Feels like Tome of Knowledge, really just 1 to every stat doesn't really seem that great, right? Tome of Intelligence +2, Tome of Strength +2. The tier 3 tomes used to be significantly better. I wonder if that's actually if they've adjusted the drop tables, or would they actually consider making Tome of Knowledge +2 to every stat? Otherwise, it's barely that much different than a single stat book. Anyways, I don't know. That might throw things awry as well. It looks like FpXy has pretty much surmised that his opponent does have an expansion, doesn't realize that a second possible expansion could be coming in here on Tide Hunters. We are looking at Tauren in that front line. Shaman are here, Berserkers, and here comes that damage. Priestess of the Moon. Are we going to see some Pulverize? No Pulverize, no Purge onto that Tauren. Tauren's going to have a very difficult time. There's a Stomp finally, but the Purge was just really not quick enough. Tauren now, or Tauren Chieftain now trying to position itself away. Is it going to be able to throw down another Stomp? I think it should be able to do that. Yes, gets down another Stomp, another Master Stomp with Lightning Shield. May need a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability as it's dealing damage once again. All right, trying to push itself back across here. Are we going to see another bit of damage? Staff of Preservation saves as we're looking at Pulverized Demon Hunter. Going to perhaps try and turn around and shut down that Tauren Chieftain. That Potion of Lesser Invulnerability does have, timed life, as we so to speak, as the Keeper of the Grove now gets a Swirl Count Portal and Tauren Chieftain down to 66. 4 gets taken out with a 75-point mana burn at the very end. Beautifully, beautifully done right there. Beautifully played. Priestess of the Moon accidentally was actually rallied back out into that fight. I was gonna say that FpXy did a great job up until the very end. In Sock doing an even better job keeping both of his heroes alive while shutting down one of his opponent's heroes as well. And that is the problem, or is one of the issues with trying to go for Tauren against a Keeper of the Grove who is able to entangle. We saw 2 entangles shut down 10 supply worth of units so easily and so quickly. Yes, Taurens with their 1300 hit points should be able to absorb a large amount of damage, but archers with True Shot Aura 2-0 upgrades and improved marksmanship, well, that damage is rather high as well. All right. Owl Scout moving out across the map, an invulnerable scout. Hey, it's just like an observer in StarCraft 2, except for the fact that you can see it and, well, you can't destroy it. Yeah, that actually sounds like something that would be broken in StarCraft 2. All right. Anyways, Feral Spirit Wolf gonna end up getting killed, giving a bit of experience once again. Priestess of the Moon has Owl Scout. We are looking at triple Orb of Venom already, and we've seen how effective triple Orb of Venom can be. That damage over time will just start ticking away, and the economic advantage that Sok established earlier by setting up his expansion before his opponent, there's a 1,500 gold difference, and then we may start to have another an even larger gold difference as well. Actually, I take it back. That's more than 1,500. This actually has 1,000 more gold than the other side, or this has 1,000 gold less. So yeah, wait, huh? 11,150. Yeah, 1050. So this has mined 3,000 gold. This has mined 2,000. Okay, that's 1,000 gold difference. All right.
Your building is complete.
Math is tough.
Your
All right.
building is complete.
71 supply going up against 67. FpXy having the larger supply. Sok, however, with very, very strong items. Double Staff of Preservation. And, well, only Potions of Lesser Invulnerability now coming in from the Orc side. We are getting very close to level 5 on that Tauren Chieftain, though. And that may be the difference right there. Demon Hunter also very close to level 5 as well, meaning level 3 mana burn will be on the table once more. Tauren Chieftain gonna get mana burned right here. There it is. There's a mana burn. There's an entangle. No purge. Purge is a little bit late. You really need to start purging down that Demon Hunter quicker, as the Tauren Chieftain just gonna get mana burned once more. Just trying to find positioning and losing 200 mana in the process. That is not something how you want this game to be played. A lot of damage coming back across here. Tauren Chieftain continuing the fight. There's a Chain Lightning bouncing around. Really not that much damage. Level 3 Spirit Wolves trying to do their thing as the Tauren Chieftain going to try and run all the way back around. Staff of Preservation saves Tauren Chieftain now coming in from the backside here. And are we going to see a Stomp? There's a Stomp. There's Lightning Shield. Lightning Shields need to be cast on the archers as they are departing, so that when they are all clustered together like this, damage could have been done. I see low hit point bears, low hit point archers, multiple units that could have actually been taken down if Lightning Shield was given as a departing party favor. Tauren Chieftain does get to level 5, but FpXy needs to start off the engagement better next time. Losing 200 mana right there, and now losing the supply lead, and without the foresight to give Lightning Shield, and perhaps too many of the shamans were already taken out. Rejuvenation. FpXy's army already ready to move on out once more. 2-0 upgrades for the archers, 1-0 upgrades for the bear. Burrow Rush, how are you doing? Yeah, as the Keeper of the Grove now ready to engage again. All right, 2-on-1 fight. Keeper of the Grove right there. Orb of Venom damage. Mana burn onto the Tauren Chieftain. There's the Purge down, trying to make its way back through. Tauren Chieftain unable to, well, perhaps Speed Scrolls are a bit too expensive now. Unable to do all of that, as we're looking at Lightning Shield starting to rip through many of those units. Archers are starting to fall a lot here. And the Tauren Chieftain does have a Potion of Mana here. Could easily finish off many of those units. Meanwhile, Demon Hunter there is in the back, continuing the fight as well. And the entire Archer back line taking so much damage. Keeper, Priestess of the Moon gets taken out in that last battle. And there is FpXy taking the lead in the supply. And finally, after so long, Tauren Chieftain nearly at level 6. And that was a big swing right there, losing that level 3 Priestess of the Moon. I believe the Priestess of the Moon had just leveled up, meaning that it's going to take a little bit longer to resurrect, cost a little bit more, and give perhaps FpXy a little bit of time to get back into this game. Does he know he knows about this expansion here, and he knows he needs to shut it down. And this is the perfect opportunity to do it while his opponent's Priestess of the Moon is out of the battle. All right, Bears walking their way back over. Tauren Chieftain doesn't have any more mana items either, as the Demon Hunter going to make its way back over. Tauren Chieftain trying to get into that frontline spot, perhaps starting to poke apart at this Tree of Life. I believe the Entangled Goldmine lost all of those wisps, essentially shutting down that expansion, at least for now. All right, they're going to go into an engagement. There's an Entangle right there. A Tauren, Bloodlusted Tauren, not a lot of Pulverize either, as we're looking at the units trying to retreat back. Tauren down to 141 hit points, backing away. Now turning back into the fight, using Pulverize again. All right, we are looking at a lot of berserker, bloodlusted berserkers here. Berserker raging bloodlusted berserkers. Wow, that's difficult to say. As their attack speed is fast and very fast, if the or much faster if the Torrent Chieftain is nearby. Are they going to be able to finish off the Demon Hunter? Demon Hunter down to 40-35. No, unable to finish it off, down to 11 hit points. What they really wanted was just to level up one of these units. Leveling up the Tauren Chieftain and or the Farseer would have given them both level 6. That would have been a huge difference, taking down a bear or a single archer. Well, taking down a bear or a single archer would have been dramatic enough. Considering a Tauren Chieftain with lightning shield can easily kill them with stomp, yeah. Superman soon as well. I don't know. I think they've actually shown uh, the Demon Hunter,
Our
a
sacred
Demon
grove is being
Hunter
desecrated.
in Superman mode. Well, like they had all level 10 heroes fight each other, and I think the Mountain King in Avatar, it was actually the strongest just because it was magic immune. Demon Hunter would then win
Our
all of the
sacred
other
grove is being
battles
desecrated.
because of mana burn, but Tauren Chieftain versus Demon Hunter, well, that's a little bit of a tougher call because of the fact that you had to kill the Tauren Chieftain
The
twice.
sleeper has
Anyways, we're
awakened.
going to be moving on out here. FpXy moving out with these headhunters here. Taurens look like they're ready to charge
I
on
stand
through.
ready.
Why isn't this Tauren getting healed up? I don't really know. And, well, what is going to come down next? Bloodlust onto that Tauren chieftain. Bloodlust on the Taurens as well. All the Tauren race, I guess, are the slower moving units needing that extra bloodlust to get where they want to go very quickly. All right, Demon Hunter gonna be in that front line spot. We are mining off over here, setting up another base here. And what is going on here? Only a minute and a half of mining left as the Tauren now gonna try to make its way through. Demon Hunter making its way back. Oh, we see a purge, and that's beautifully done. Tauren Chieftain gets up to level 6, now has lightning shield and is ready to just lightning through archers, just take down multiple units. And that's exactly what we see right here. Lightning shield constantly going down onto the Tauren Chieftain. Tauren Chieftain is going to throw down another stomp. No, it is not, but it does have reincarnation still in the tank for itself, as the Tauren Chieftain now going to make its way back out. Oh, trying to throw down a stomp. It doesn't have much more. Another stomp right there. Keeper of the Grove was out of range there, as we see a scroll of healing being used. Staff of Preservation saving the Demon Hunter. Tauren Chieftain is going to throw down a stomp. Yes, it does. Doesn't care. And, well, Tauren Chieftain able to walk away at 25 hit points. That was an absolute blast of a game. That Tauren Chieftain with Lightning Shield ripping through that Archer backline. So much damage. And, well, use of... If a Scroll of Speed, the increase in costs, means that we see more bloodlusted Taurens and Tauren Chieftain, I am all for it. That Tauren Chieftain really did a great job, and hats off to FpXy learning his mistakes from earlier on. Poor positioning to start a battle in those first two battles really tipped things in favor of Sok. FpXy kind of did this zing yin yang maneuver where the Demon Hunter went up, so the Tauren Chieftain went down, but he also allowed space for the Demon Hunter to try and come in. And then once he tried to came in, he as soon as he came in, he then tried and stop him, and the Tauren Chieftain was able to come back from underneath, and that was just a beautiful positioning. We didn't see many mana burns there until after the Tauren Chieftain stomped twice, and much of that damage was done. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I hope you guys enjoyed it.